Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Wstco. I am back. I miss you guys so much. I know it's so much going on in this world, but look, today I'm getting into this install because I needed to get my life together so I can get out of the dumps. I just been really just emotional. Today I have a pop-in install for you guys. I feel like every girl or anybody that wants to know how to get a realistic install needs to watch this. So I use my Got to Be Glue hairspray and my Salon Graphics hairspray to lay my wigs down now, just because I find that these two combined have my wigs laying super flat and it looks like a melted lace as soon as I take the little scarf off, just to ensure that my lace is going to lay super flat. It's important to add this little scarf method to the front just because you want to make sure your ear tabs are always laying flat throughout the day. So it's really important to do so. So I just use my Garnier leave-in conditioner. I don't really like that one. I actually like my curling cream from Cantu. So if you have that one, I would prefer you to use that one on curly hair. It smells really good too. But I'm just basically getting the curl pattern together so y'all don't have to stare at me looking crazy, but I am going to mess it up later on. So just know it's going to be a lot of repeating. But right here, I'm just seeing a little bit of like ash or like extra hairspray that kind of just got built up, and you just want to remove that with water, alcohol, or you can use oil sheen. I pretty much used all three, but I just didn't insert all of that in this just because I don't want you to have to watch. I didn't want you to watch all of that. But I have to put this little headband scarf back on. This is actually from Wstco too, just so I can go around and cut the edges of the lace off, because I didn't cut it perfectly because I knew that if I did, I probably would have caused some lifting because the hairline wasn't completely dry yet. So right here is a super pro tip. You want to give yourself 3 sections to work with on each side of your like sideburns, or not sideburns, but on your sides, 3 sections, just to ensure that you get the most realistic baby hair appearance. Because if you try to do it in any other like way, I feel like it just looks like you just don't know what you're doing. And to make sure it looks realistic, you just want to go in with some tweezers and just ensure that you pull out any extra hairs that you feel is just making the baby hair sections look way too thick and forced, because I don't like forced and thick baby hairs. I do like them very sparse and just realistic looking. And I'm also going to give you another tip that I do when I get to that part. But yeah, so I'm using my eyebrow razor. Now, let me tell you, I've been using this eyebrow razor. I actually had picked it up from Marshall's when all of the world was in shambles, but these eyebrow razors are so much better than the eyebrow razors at the beauty supply store, period, point blank. I see a huge difference using this eyebrow razor versus the one from the beauty supply store. I don't know why, but I just do. So look, this is the tweezing part. I told you just to ensure that you don't have too much baby hairs inside of your sections, just because it's going to look really crazy if you do. It's important to at least try to cover as much lace as possible without having too much hair out, I feel like. So you can just watch this part. Okay, so right here, this is where I concocted a little bit of my Got to Be Glue hairspray and some Eco Styling Gel. I love using the olive oil one on my weaves and also my real hair, but we're not talking about real hair right now. We're talking about my weave. So this concoction, I actually did it the first time this day, and I was like, oh my goodness, I think I came up with a solution for that ass, honey. And I was so pressed. I was just like, I'm so glad that I'm doing this. I wasn't really showing you guys the excitement because I was on the phone with my grandmother for literally like 6 hours, but I was pressed, okay, honey? So I will link everything in the description. I also recommend you get that little tiny brush that everybody has now. Usually it comes in the boxes with your wigs, so if you decide to order from Wstco, it will come in your box. They always send me great little, trinkets for my wigs and stuff. So you've seen that I started plucking a little bit, but I just wanted to go ahead and finish the baby hairs before I started, messing around with that, because obviously that's a really tedious process, and I feel like everybody really knows how to pluck, but I'll give you some tips also throughout this video. Okay, boo? All right, so in a couple of seconds, you are going to see me starting to pull out some of the hairs. I just want you ladies to know, or whoever's watching this, look, that you will have to pull some of the hairs out just because tweezing may not be enough and you just want to get the most realistic look. So just know that you will have to pull some of the hairs out completely, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it's giving what you're looking for, that's all that matters. So I'm going to start tweezing the hairline a little bit just so I can get a realistic look and it like a gradient effect, because I know you see some of the pieces in the front, they just look a little bit more full, and I don't really like that. So I just want to make sure that all of that is out and, you know, looking realistic. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have to overpluck because this is already a pre-plucked wig. So just don't feel like you have to just pluck OD, because nowadays a lot of the companies are understanding that we like a gradient illusion to our hairlines and we don't like looking like we're actually wearing a wig. You know what I'm saying? So Wstco definitely has that down packed. I just use a little bit of water in the hair, and I do have some organics penetrating oil in this hair also just to get the shine going. And I, like I said, use the Cantu leave-in conditioner as well so I can get my curls popping. All of that says. So I'm just making sure I'm sleeking everything back because this is how I want this wig today. Now, you don't have to do this, but I just use Eco Styling Gel first, and then I am going to go in with a little bit of my Got To Be Glue hairspray just to ensure that the hair is locked in place and not going to be moving around on me. At least the front half, I don't want to move around. I want that like slick back look a little bit. And then of course, like throughout the day, it's going to look a little bit more effortless and not so forced. So I couldn't come on here and show you guys how to slay a wig without showing you guys how to slay a face, sis. So as you can see, I used my Kevyn Aucoin concealer today, and I had a little bit of my Born This Way concealer already on before I put it on the Kevyn Aucoin, and these two combinations super flawless together. Okay, sis. Now I use my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Deep or Deep Dark, and I basically, you know, use that to sculpt out my face. And then I just, you know, did the basics, the Laura Mercier setting powder, all of that. I use the NARS foundation. I use my Black Radiance sculpting kit just to ensure I got a little bronzy moment going on. And then I did a really cute easy eye look. I just used my MAC eyeshadow. I forgot the name of this. I believe it's called Uninterrupted or something like that. And then I use my Urban Decay palette. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I didn't really want to make this a full makeup tutorial, so I just wanted to show you guys like the basics and the products that really made the look almost, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm about to just show y'all the final look. The lip combination will be linked in the description box below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. So far, so good with Wstco's hair. This is my first day wearing it, so this is day 2 because today's Tuesday. I installed this on Monday, and I will keep you guys updated. Wstco, I've worked with them so many times and so long, so if you guys are interested, everything will be linked in the description box below. But I will keep you guys updated to ensure, just to let you guys know if this wig is giving me life or any troubles in the near future. So thank you once again, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bells. I love you. Be safe out there. 16, 20.